Hello, and welcome to this episode of No Blasters. I actually forgot the name of it. Hello, welcome to this episode of No Blasters with me, Kieran Bartlett. Today's guests are Document Belfast's Conchur Moore, Aquinas Massive, up at Hoods, and we went to school together, sorry Andrew, and Cork Comedy Hero, and Q Radio Breakfast Hero.
Okay, mate.
This guy, name dropping all over the place, Andrew Ryan. Thanks for being here. Today's episode is sponsored by Doogie's Goodies. Check it out. It's official. I've been talking about them for ages. They've been serving me for ages. We decided, you know what we can do? Give me cakes. I'll give you some content. So that's what we're doing. So this is the famous Jammy Joey. I'm not gonna lie. This is a big friend of mine, by the way. All right. It's seriously. This means more to me than several relatives, like several. This is the bun box. Now this is the Doogies. This is like all the best ones. So you get a Jammy Joey, pink French fancy, and a bit of the white cake here. This used to be a chocolate cream chocolate, but as you know, we had it on a previous episode. Now we haven't kept these here for a week. We'll film it all at once. Magic. Now Doogies want you to go over to doogiesgoodies.com where you can place orders for stuff like this, but also custom cakes. So you can, from $19.95, which realistically is cheap as chips, you can get a custom birthday cake or whatever, an occasion cake made. So you can add custom photos onto it and they print them out and put them on the cake with edible photos. Right, anyway, I got very excited about that. I saw the guy making them. You can get figure cakes made, so like numbers and whatever. You can also get, you can choose different sizes and things like that. I've met Doogie. He's a real guy. He's really dead on. They work so hard. There's loads of people working in this bakery. It's amazing. So go over to Doogie's Goodies, order. They need 48 hours notice, which again is a very short time. It's great. When you go in to get stuff there, the only problem you're going to have, it's like Wolf of Wall Street, mate, is that you didn't buy more. It's unbelievable. Today's episode is also sponsored by manscaped.com. Straight up, the very best, the Champions League of pube removal, right? Now, that's funny. That is funny. But get on over to manscaped.com over to manscaped.com and use the code NOBLASTERS20. That's the word No Blasters, all one word, and the number 20. No Blasters 20 for free shipping and 20% off your order. I would most often use the ball deodorant. That's the product that I use like quite literally every day. I'll get out of the shower, I'll dry myself, I'll do that thing where I waft the towel at them and air dry them a wee bit, and then Andrew hates it, and then you take a wee bit of the ball deodorant. Now what I do is I don't like that to be cold when it goes on, so I like to warm that up my hand. And then on there, right? Now, it's like a balm, but it's like it's sort of like it's not antiperspirant, it doesn't stop you sweating. It means when you do naturally sweat there, it doesn't smell like brown sauce. Now, what I would say is get on over there, manscaped.com, use the code NOBLASTERS20. I highly recommend the ball deodorant. I highly recommend the hedger. I highly recommend the Weed Whacker 2.0 and the Lawnmower 4.0. So the Weed Whacker's for your nose and your ear hair. The Lawnmower is the zzz for pubic areas and anywhere sensitive. And just go down a pace wall to your bag. And it's very sensitive down there. Now, you can do that, and you can get all that with 20% off and free shipping if you use our code, and it's all part of the performance package. So if you get it all together, definitely use that code. It's a great present for Christmas for yourself or for somebody else. Now, I'm going to move these cakes. Do you want a wee bun, though? Do you want one of the wee ones?
Straight in there.
I'm just like, definitely, after listening to that.
They look fantastic.
Mate, they're brilliant.
Price cheap as well, like $5.95 for a big cake.
For four, yeah.
Which one do you want, mate?
Okay.
Hey,
which one do you want?
You first.
He's
bigged that one up a lot.
Which
like
one?
Jammy Joy.
I like that one.
I'll
The
take
Jammy
French
Joy
fancy.
series. Sorry? Oh, sorry.
Was that one of... No, actually, I take that one.
At the moment, we're also doing live streams. Good, Dan. Always on it. We're doing live streams these days on our Patreon at patreon.com/NoBlasters. The live stream is basically, it'll be me and a few other comedians in, or other people who aren't comedians but are sort of funny, and like our Kev, they'll be in here. We'll play a bit of FIFA, or as it's known now, EAFC 24. We'll play a bit of that. We'll eat some food. We'll talk a bit of rubbish. We'll take your live questions. And it stays on the Patreon, so you can watch it afterwards as well, which is great. Loads of content over on our Patreon, by the way. If you get it now, you're in there at 2 years' worth of free. It's not free, but you could get 2 years' worth of content for £3. Wise up to yourself. There's so many different things. Anyway, let's get stuck in this. What's left for me? Oh,
French fancy.
Do you know...
You put your hands all over it, that's why.
That, the wee pink French fancy. I have absolutely finger banged it, like, but you're more than welcome to it. I did when my
I was
sorry.
about to take it,
So
but I saw
no,
your
I didn't mean
fingers
to. I didn't mean to. When we were doing this earlier, it fell out of its space, and then I had to bang it back into place with my fingers. That's what I mean by that.
nimble figure.
So oh, yes, I'm on the edge today. I am in such a weird mood today. Do you know what's mental? Do you know what time I've been up from? And it's I'm not looking for any plaudits because I know Andrew gets up at fucking 2 or something, right? But like, this is not normal for me. I've been awake since about 7:30, and I've been working. No, listen. And I've been working since about 7:45. Like, I just woke up. Do you know what day I got up? I went from a wee morning sabbatical on the bog. I came back in after washing my hands, and I get stuck into doing work on my phone. I've been working all morning, and so I'm literally at one point this morning I'm sitting there going, I'm having a great day. I'm like really far ahead and getting things done for like next week, and then I was still late getting
You're
here.
gonna get so much stick in the comments here. 7:45. Oh.
No, but like starting work at that time's mad for me. I maybe don't finish work until like quite late.
What time do you start?
You know, yesterday. Although yesterday I definitely finished early. Most nights, so I'd be sitting working quite late. Like, you know, I don't think people realise that, you know, what I do is a 24-hour job of being me. But you know what I mean? No, I work quite a lot. Yeah, how's that going? How are these buns
great.
going?
I'm just having a moment.
Would you do it again? That's the real question.
Yeah.
You would definitely do that.
That's unreal.
This is unbelievable, mate.
So good.
so soft.
So you wake up at 7:30, eh?
Not every day. Not every day.
Wow.
Do you know what a normal thing for me would be to go to bed maybe between 1 and 2 and get up probably between 8 and 9. That's probably normal.
So you get a good 7-8 hours.
I'll do a good 7. 7 I can cope with.
Yeah, you've no kids, no?
Don't have to.
Yeah, that's why you're sleeping, mate.
Yeah, here. That's why that's a choice. People
kids.
people who have them, because they expect a great deal of sympathy from people like us. I think sympathy,
No
at least empathy of going,
fuck 'em.
oh, must be hard having kids and you don't
mate.
get much sleep.
They didn't wear protection.
Yep. Or some of them did, Andrew. To be fair.
Your whole life's going to explode literally in front of you. Like, the way I look at it is that people who have kids are selfish anyway.
They are.
Yeah, because they're ruining the environment by bringing a thing in that's going to have massive carbon
You
footprint.
do need a certain number though to carry on.
I think we've enough now.
But I mean,
We've enough.
If nobody
Enough.
in the group that's here now reproduces,
We will be
it just
fine.
stops.
Nah, yeah, but like
It'll stop in about
it's
80 years.
It's probably good that it stops.
100 years.
I'm just in the middle here.
In about 100 years, no, what you do is you weed it all down to the last 500,000,
And then let them start again.
and then let them start again and get better ones.
Like
Get better ones.
Children of Men, remember that?
Children of Men.
That the movie where men couldn't.
I'm not as big a
people
Clive Owen fan as
People
you
couldn't
two. Claire.
reproduce anymore,
Oh, weird.
and like the population was like that. Pretty big movie. Like,
Great
Wasn't it
movie.
Children of Men?
yeah.
A massive
Big.
movie, mate.
I've been too busy,
Working.
you know,
Too busy
sleeping
working at
because
half
I
7 in
don't
the
have
morning.
kids.
Watching The
Yeah,
Rock.
I've been too busy
Working at 7:30 in the
sticking in
morning.
the hard yards. At
You're like the
7:45.
first person to ever work at 7:30 in the morning. The way you banged on about that.
know.
It's like no one in the world has ever worked before
That's a lot for
7:30.
me. That's a lot for me.
All people on the street. clap
There's
it.
not going to be too many. I'll say this. There's not going to be too many people here. Is there who started work at 7:30 this morning? Won't be finished until after 9 tonight. There's not too many of them.
Hey, me.
I know you. That's because you're a
I was up at
workhorse
10
like
to
me.
5. I was up at 10 to 5.
We're like workhorses.
I was working from 5 this morning.
What time? So we've talked a wee bit about this, but what sort of time do you need to be going to bed at in order to sustain the breakfast show?
11 o'clock.
11.
Half 10. I mean, I'm in my
Can you
bed.
cope on like a 6 hour?
No problem, mate.
I can't. I
Absolutely
need
no
7.
problem. Because you know what? You just plow on, and it's a fun job. So why would I? I'm lucky to do it.
What happens? Do you ever have a bad night, like a sleepless night?
No.
I have that maybe once a month, twice a month.
No,
I'm happy.
I'm happy, mate. I feel I can sleep. I'm a good sleeper. I was brought up a good sleeper.
I sometimes just like I just like we get into a full conversation lying in bed the other night about Brian Cox, right? The
Which one?
the professor.
Scientist.
No, it would be sort.
Fucking
That would yeah, I know. Talking about Succession and Braveheart probably wouldn't have kept me up all night. Talking about the Higgs boson and being a speck of dust on a speck and a speck and a speck, all that made me feel very insignificant going to sleep. I had a bad night.
It's an intense
You know
conversation.
what I mean? It was an intense. Chloe had watched him on Rogan from about 3 years ago,
Yeah.
and was like, but she had seen a clip of him.
Can you do an
And then
impression?
of Brian Cox.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't have it.
No, the
I have
mind cacks and all that.
I don't have him. I probably have a bit of fuck off. I have that.
Can you do
I
that?
don't have the
talking
other
about
way.
Higgs boson.
What happens when you fire loads of electrons at this particle? Does it fuck off?
Fuck off.
Or I can do Uncle Argyle, you know. Well, that's something we will have to remedy then, isn't it? Oh, mate. I was just a generic Scottish accent to be fair, but fuck off. So we actually ended up going fully. I was about to say fully into Cox, but you know what I mean. Fully into Brian Cox. We didn't do that either. Just talking about it and talking about like
Glad you elaborated.
existence, and it doesn't mean that you should be an asshole, but like, is it significant? Whatever you are.
Nice calm and stuff before bed then.
Yeah, so I definitely went to bed going, nothing matters. And then, so I was up. It took me a while to get over that night, but I had an early start, so.
Yeah. 7:30 was it?
I'm sure it was 7 yesterday.
Fucking hell, Kieran.
It
You
was
must be
7.
getting. You're gonna get made a lord or an
I know.
MBE or something.
I should be getting something because I went to bed about 3, or rather, I finally got over it about 3. I was still on my phone at 3 a.m. Watching ice hockey, and then
Jeez.
I went. I was a great Jesus, and then I went. And then I got up at 7 and had my full day yesterday.
I went to bed at 1 last night and got up at 6.
That's mental.
I know.
If you don't have to do that, that's a lot. Like, I don't exist in a world like that. I exist in a world where I sort of sleep the way I want, and then I work hard when I'm awake.
See, if we're in the office, we can go in at 7 and then we leave at 3:30. So
Say it again.
if we go in at 7, we can leave at 3:30. It's like
Flexi
You
time.
kind of choose your own time, yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. So if you come in at 8, you leave at 4:30. Come in at 9, you leave at
not
5:30. I know the system now, yeah.
And what?
Joe.
So you need to be going to bed at about 10. 11. Sorry, 11.
I kind of like start putting the feelers out about how tired I am around 10.
Putting the feelers out
Put
just
the
to see how
feeler-
other people.
Yeah,
think
so
of
how I do is I put the feelers out. So I'll sit up from the sofa and I go, am I feeling tired here? I'll walk around. The kitchen has to be spotless before I go to bed, to see. Everything in the house has to be clean. Cushions have to be placed in the right position. I have to wake up to a
pristine palace.
But yeah, God, otherwise I think, dirty house, dirty mind, like. So
See, mine works the other way. I'll have a dirty mind, then I'll do something silly in the living room and leave a dirty house behind.
yeah, you see, I could.
You know
That's
what I
why
mean?
we wouldn't be good together.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be good together.
It's the only reason. It's the only reason.
I think,
It's the only thing that keeps us apart.
and there's loads of other things as well. I probably about 10:30. I'm sort of climbing into bed. About
Right.
10:30.
Okay. And do you read? Do you go on your phone? Do you do anything?
Depends if my missus is there. We normally have a bit of a check-in. We have to check in of the day, like
Yeah.
how was the mood today? What was the
You're going
vibe?
very
Where are you flying to?
Yeah. Do you can claim for that.
What about supermassive black holes?
Yeah. So we normally just chat about our days and like what we're doing at the weekend and where I am or where she is, and we have that little sort of like the kind of vibe of the day sort of thing. And how would you say how we end our day in a sort of in a peace, with peace,
nice.
like because
What-
tomorrow's another day,
What would you, mate? Do you do a wee read? Do you do? Do people still read? I like at bedtime. I read at
I'm a
bedtime.
scroller.
Yeah.
Scrolling down my phone.
See, I worry sometimes about doing that unless I'm specifically saying sport, or something that I've chosen, like I've searched for.
Yeah.
I don't like to scroll in case I see something
That's
coxy that's gonna keep me up at night. You know what I mean?
Like what you mean, like dirty, like
No, like Brian Cox.
oh,
like,
sorry, what you meant, dirty,
like fucking no, like something.
porn, like.
No, I don't mind scrolling over that. No, I mean like
Would you be into that?
no, I wouldn't want to see I wouldn't. I suppose I wouldn't want to see some awful news item or something about a meteor rushing towards the Earth.
Oh yeah.
That type of thing
Sounds
before I
like
go to
a
sleep.
go to bed then.
I know that exactly. So then I won't go to bed.
Yeah.
But then maybe I have something to do the next day,
You
and it could be early, like 8 or 9.
Are you married?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're married.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, right? Can I ask a question to both? Are you married to a man or woman?
A woman.
Okay, right. So, when you go to bed,
Mm.
does both your wives say to you, "Have you locked the door?"
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. Do they believe you?
No. Never.
This is a common thing.
Occasionally.
No one believes. She says to me, "Do you lock the door?" And I go, "Yeah, I've locked it." Or I'm going to check. But what was the point of fucking asking me? You should have just gone and done it.
What happens sometimes with us is Chloe will do she'll go to bed maybe 10 minutes before me or 15 minutes before me. Like she'll go around and do
Well, women have more to do before they go to bed, don't they?
she'll go like what, like if she has
the
makeup
face
on,
and
she'll
stuff.
take her makeup off and all that, and then she'll do whatever, and then she'll go to bed, and then most nights I'll walk up and I will have done a wee check, like on the locks and stuff like that.
Torch and all.
I know, yeah, the bolts, yeah, and on the security system under the stairs, and the toilet, and then we do all that sort of thing, and then yeah, you will get that question occasionally. Oh, it'll be usually at this point, just as you're going like this.
Yeah.
You'll get a, did you lock the door? And you go,
No, I
did
think I
I?
don't.
And then you go, and then I'll go, yeah, and she'll go, did you? And I'll go, yeah. But occasionally I'll be like, I didn't even check the door. I thought you did it.
Yeah.
See, we're not even concerned about burglars in my house. My dog can open doors.
Oh, right,
well.
okay.
And
So with the paw.
he just jumps up
Oh,
and
yeah.
puts one paw and then he opens the rest of the
That's
door.
mental.
But
And-
we came back. I came back. Tina went out and I was coming back from work. And I was like, Tina, you left the fucking window open. What are you doing? Like, you know, this everything I've been getting, like, insurance wise, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, I didn't. I closed it, like, and there was a dog that fucking opened the window.
Oh my God.
He opened the wee PVC window.
We're having like, we've
Changes.
definitely
Hello.
had some wee incidences of like weird things happening in a new house. Definitely. Like some shit where I'm literally like going. So there was a calendar. I've talked about this calendar, I think, but like there was a calendar kept falling off its hook, and then
Hook is loose.
the hook doesn't move though. No, it falls off the hook. The hook stays.
Slides off it. What happened?
I had to go over to it and give it a proper.
Is there an
Like a
evil
nudge
spirit?
from the
Is there an evil spirit?
I wonder.
Who owned the house before you bought it?
Some other people.
Yeah, but were they young or old? Like,
No, they're
Some other
just a
people.
couple of years older than us. Yeah.
did you meet them?
Yeah.
What were they like?
All right.
Your type of people, like?
I don't know.
Would
I
you go
thought-
for coffee with them, like?
No,
Could you
we-
see you and your wife going on a double date with them?
No.
No.
I'd be more yeah, they're nice people. They're nice people, but they're older than us. I don't know that I would go for coffee with them. I don't go on double dates. We normally do a coffee. If we're dating anybody, it's our Kev. You know, we'll take. I know we'll take. I know what is being implied.
No, I'm just saying, are they the type
I
of
don't.
people?
I don't think they've called
the most
spirits into the
confused,
house.
like,
Put it that way.
detective.
Yeah, so do you think it's not them?
No. I wonder what it is. I do think that. So I think sometimes you'll get a wee. There's a wee gust. I think comes in from one of the vents a wee bit. It's a wee
Yeah.
bit gusty there, and we're on a bit where you get a bit of wind coming. You know,
It's the wedding.
this is great chat for a podcast. Gust banter, but
So it's a vent.
Gusty
It's a vent.
spence, but,
It's a
what?
vent. It's a vent.
I think
Outside, the air vent.
I think it could be that. But then also the other night, now this is true. We're sitting. Chloe drank the end of a wee bottle of orange juice and set it in the bowl that was in front of us, and we're sitting watching the TV. And what we're watching, I think we're watching some murder thing. And as we were talking about it, I swear to God, the bottle just went and like jumped up out of the bowl and then landed again. And both of us went. And I don't know if it was a thing where maybe like in the plastic or something there was a wee kink, and then sometimes the bottle just pops. But I mean, it did a proper jump in the bowl and made a wee
I don't
noise.
think you believe in ghosts or anything. I thought you'd be a bit of a cynic.
No.
You're definitely a
Well, here's what I'm saying, and I'm not calling for any experiences to happen to me. If anything's listening, right? I'm not calling for experiences. I'm not calling them upon myself.
Okay.
But I'm open. I'm open. I'm
Do you
open.
know what? That orange juice thing, you should get on to Brian Cox about it.
Fuck off! Oh man, that's brilliant. That's so good.
Do you believe in ghosts? Past
No.
Halloween, no, like, but
No, I don't. But I don't. But I'll give you an example. My friend said to me, he said, you know, when someone in your family dies and you're sitting out in the garden one day and then a robin comes in and you look, oh, there's Sharon. You know what I mean? Sharon's back from the dead. You're like, I don't believe in that.
I see.
There's Sharon
I
there,
get.
look, on the fence.
I'm greatly distressed when people say stuff. So
Yeah, I don't like it.
you know when someone dies, right? Who's close to you, a parent or a sibling or something like that. I think people are trying to be dead on, but some of their weirdness can creep out. So you'll get people will actually say stuff to you. Now, if someone says, "Do you believe in God or do you believe in the afterlife?" That's a conversation. But if someone says to me, "Do you believe in robins?" I'm like, "Oh, I've seen them. I've seen one." Do you believe in feathers? I got this off somebody not long after my dad died. Do you believe in feathers? And I went, they clothe birds. Like what I've like
The TK Maxx for
Harry
birds.
Potter writes with them, right? You know what I mean? I was like, yeah. I went, yeah, and she goes, no, I mean like that, you know, if you see a feather that can mean, you know, that it's your dad. And I went,
Or angels.
and I go, oh, when fuck now. Like
My dad wasn't even there when he was alive. Now, why would he be here when I'm dead?
I'm going as if my dad, if my dad was gonna choose anything to come back as, it would be a potato, cheese and onion bag. Like it would not be a fucking.
See a seagull and it's like he's eating a chip and they're like, here's your.
I know.
Your Johnny
And
Depp chips.
sometimes a wee robin lands, and this is the thing. I think this is why people think that robins are people, is because they're very tame little birds. So they will come up quite close to you and they'll give you a wee bit of a wee look, and you sort of go. I remember sometimes my dad would look at me going, "It's not him." Like
When you walked in in the toilet, like,
Yeah.
and he'd be like, all right. I'm like, oh. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, you wouldn't want to walk in on one of my dad's shits.
Do you like when you moved into this new house? When I bought my house, I found out a prostitute used to own my house.
Really?
Yeah, my
Jesus.
neighbour told me. Yeah,
I think sex worker.
whatever. What's it called today?
Sex worker.
Well, good luck to them.
Oh.
I
don't know. It's not work when I do it. It's work for whoever I'm with.
You
Go on.
never work a day in your life. You know.
You'll never work a day in your life. If you don't study at all, but you're great at the ride, the heaviest thing you'll have to lift is a set of bollocks. All right. He loved it.
Well.
I did not expect this today. I got a.
His reaction sunk me with it.
Oh my god. We got like really like sentimental for like 5
For
minutes.
2 seconds.
But Rob-
Do you ever be getting into bed and you're like, you're wondering if you're going to sleep right? It's just a set of bollocks. My mum used to say to me, if you study hard, the only thing you'll ever have, the heaviest thing you'll have to lift's a pen.
Oh,
My
right,
mum,
that's what
she actually would said that. No. She definitely would have said the heaviest thing you'll ever have to
Oh
lift's
my
a pen.
God.
I'm like, but I've also got to lift my fucking fat legs because I have a sedentary job, like, you know what I mean? Mate,
Yeah,
that's
Aye.
fucking mental.
What were you saying?
Sorry, Andrew. Yes.
I can't remember what I
I
was
know,
talking
neither
about.
can I.
Like a sex worker.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
but like, you know, fair play to her, yeah. But like, no, my neighbour told me this was like in the early 2000s. I think a couple of people had lived in the house after her anyway. Like, but I don't think it was a place where people would visit, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
She just lived there, like.
When Kev lived in Huddersfield, him and his mate lived above a dominatrix. True story. And they found her, what do you call it and all, her, you know, like
Whip.
the business card. Like they would put business cards out in like
Phone
in
boxes.
payphones and all, like around the university where they went. And it was there, like, you know, they were in 99A and she was in 99B or whatever. And it was.
The hearer.
Kev told a story one time where he said, like, he was in bed in the middle of the day and he heard some noise and he thought it was his mate and he shouted out for his mate Mickey. He was like, Mickey, right? Nothing happens. And then he hears the noise again, just like he says, like a noise like that. And he goes, Mickey, here's nothing. And he eventually gets up and sort of walks out and he hears it again. And then one time he hears it and he hears this. And he went, all right, okay. And he said he immediately...
Mickey was having a good time, wasn't he?
He said he immediately stuck his coat on and went out because he was just like, I'm not listening to that. You know, it's just
guy being
that
put-
apartment
put
they
in
were
the
in.
balls.
Yeah. That apartment they lived in was fucking grim. Like it had you know, like at leisure centre brownie orange tiles. You know those tiles?
Oh, yeah.
Had that on the floor, and loads of them were just cracked. It was like the worst student house.
Did they have like a pink plastic bath?
It was, you know that I think they had like a snatter green bath. You know, one of them ones. Just grim. Like.
Awful.
I was freezing. Their house was freezing.
Why do you
like.
live in Huddersfield? No
Went to-
offense.
you went to uni, though. Yeah.
Huddersfield's it's a tough town. Like
It is a fucking hard
it's
time.
a
Like
tough.
everything's on like just the highest hills. Like
Yeah, like it was a York. It's on the border of Yorkshire and Lancashire, isn't it?
Yeah.
Well, it is Yorkshire, but from Huddersfield, mate.
Yeah, they love it.
all of Huddersfield, mate. How much?
Up cock.
Hey up,
Yeah.
your mum, your fucking dad's a bastard, mate. I'm from Huddersfield, of tea.
Go and chip pub. I always enjoy when you get like the old go and chip pub for a pint.
Going to pub for part, what lads? Oh, I love
I
it.
know this is what we're doing. Like,
Huddersfield
we're doing the English.
Can you do what English accents can you do? I think I can do a really good Manchester accent.
Give us it.
Right, you ready? Yeah. Here we go. You alright, mate? Are you gonna go see United on Saturday? Are you gonna go and see Sitze?
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Sit
That is not bad.
Sitze.
City. I don't know what English accents I can do.
You up, man?
I can do a bit of a hey up cock. I can do a wee bit of that, like a bit of fucking. Do you want to go to pub for pints? I can give you a bit of that. I say. Do you want to go to pub for pint? I can do Fred Elliott basically.
Scouse ones, please.
Yeah, maybe a wee bit of fucking.
Fucking,
Callagher.
Yeah, I can maybe do a wee bit of that. I can maybe.
I'm going to tell you an accent that both of you cannot do.
Right, go on.
Cork.
Come to Cork.
Cork.
Do it again.
Cork.
No.
Cork.
No.
My granny's from Waterford.
How are you?
Your granny's from Waterford. That's not Cork.
I know. I upset her. Not too dissimilar.
What about Kerry?
She was near the border.
That's not Cork. I didn't take
No,
Kerry or
no.
Waterford. did
I think I can pass for Southern.
You
No.
can't just like. I bet you can't do this. Okay, but I'm going to do something
Well,
near that.
what's
And that's not gonna pass.
What's a quintessential Cork phrase in a Cork accent?
Right. Hereby, what's the story there now like?
Hereby. What's I can't do it. Do it
There you
again.
go.
Give us once more.
Hereby, what's the story there now like?
Hereby. What's the story though? No, they're like.
No.
Turn Jamaican.
Hereby. What's the story now? They're
No,
like.
you sound like a posh South
Hereby.
Dublin guy. Hey, boy, what's the story there now like?
Sorry, like.
Hey, boy, oh my God, you're going to go see rugby at the weekend because Leinster are playing. Oh my God, Toulouse rugby. Oh my God. Hashtag.
County Cork.
No.
No, that's not.
No.
Okay.
Disappointing.
I think I can pass for Southern though, if I had to. Just a generic Southern accent.
All right, give me a generic Southern accent.
I'll give you a generic Southern accent. I
No,
can do
it's
it.
too-
I can do it. I can do
You
it.
don't
No,
like the
no,
lilt as well.
No,
like,
no,
I can do
like
it.
that, you know.
No, it's a bit too country.
I believe I can do
Save
it.
Dublin, you know.
No. Can you do Dublin?
Don't think so.
Here I am. Here. I can't even buy a house in my own country.
My cousin's from
Dublin's
Donaghmede.
always like
That's
that,
art.
isn't
That's
it?
good.
There we
That's
go.
good.
Money. That's all they fucking talk about.
I did one.
The worst. Dublin people talk about money more than I do. There you go. Some of them are still talking about the fucking Tiger. If I hear about the Tiger again, without it being
But you
returned
didn't
to a
have it up
German
here.
tank,
You didn't
what?
have it up here.
Tigers.
No, we had the troubles, Andrew. That's what we had. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to feel sorry for Southerners who had money and don't have it anymore
I didn't
when
say-
it's never been up here.
I didn't sign the treaty. Like, there's nothing I can do about it. Like, I'm sorry. You feel fucking left out of the fucking
I
Celtic
didn't
Tiger.
sign the
Can I just tell you something? The Celtic Tiger didn't fucking end well.
Mickey Collins did
Didn't end well. I just remember. I remember there being that show, Bachelor's Walk, was a great time. That's my favorite Southern thing that's ever happened.
What
And
about-
Christy Moore.
Christy Moore. You were in Kenmare recently, weren't you?
I love it. Yeah.
He's always going down over
I
the border.
love it. I love it there.
Are you going to Christy Moore next year?
In the thing, in
Do a
the.
little bit of a Christy Moore.
Yeah, that's good.
I can do a wee. I can give you a wee Christy. You know, I can give you.
Can you all stop
you know,
singing me songs, please?
Was
I was out in the car one
1968,
day and
I
Johnny
was-
came round the corner and I said, how are you getting on? Do you want a pint? He went, I do. He was only 4.
I stumbled into a fairy ring. Ah, Lord, but Jesus, no, I couldn't get out. I was there for 3 days and 4 nights. And, couldn't sleep
Have
away.
you seen him before?
I love Christy.
My favourite Christy line is, sure, the only bad thing about him is hanging out of him.
I enjoy.
Can I say, have you ever heard of Micheál Murray?
No.
Yeah.
The Gaelic commentator.
From Kerry.
Micheál Murray was...
Is he the classic Gaelic commentator?
Johnny Murphy passes the ball to
Yeah,
Stephen Murphy.
I know who he is.
So he's
I've
like,
never.
Johnny
wouldn't know
Murphy's
his name.
passing the ball out to Stephen Murphy, no relation. Stephen Murphy runs down the
Yeah,
40 yard
yeah,
line.
yeah.
He passed the ball back to John Murphy, still no relation. And you ever hear the other one that goes like, County Tipperary in the final today. Now John Smith. No, it says County Tipperary in the final today. John O'Hanlon's here tonight. His 6 sisters are here with him now, but the 7th sister Mary, she's at home, minding the house.
I watched
It's the most Irish thing ever. She's at home, minding the house.
I watched a 10-minute YouTube video of him making a sandwich once.
Did you?
Yeah. It's the most relaxing thing I've ever seen.
He's brilliant. There's a great documentary on him on the RT player. He's like 91 or something.
He's been doing that like
Only
since
retired.
we
But
were-
do you know what? He's our David Attenborough
yeah.
without the animals. Do you know that kind of
The only
thing?
animals he's commented on are in the
Mihal
QA.
Murderhurt. When Mihal Murderhurty passes away,
Stay
it'll be the same when someone like a David Attenborough dies in England. The whole of Ireland will be like, I grew up listening to that man. His intelligence, his passion, his commitment to the sport, his commitment to teaching his Irish language. And you kind of, when you hear Mihal, you kind of go, oh, it's going to be a good day's football or her football today, because the way he talks, you know what I mean?
Do you know this isn't the same thing, right? I
you saying,
feel
innit?
I feel that way. No, but I feel that way about Martin Tyler. But a lot of people give him
He
shit.
retired, yeah.
People give him shit. I
Yeah.
hated that. Is he retired now?
He's gone, yeah.
From Sky, but he was.
I thought he was still doing.
Oh, has he
Aye.
gone to fucking
Doing
like
TNT
Qatar
or some shit,
something?
or-
Has he?
Pardon?
He's gone to
I was
Qatar or
doing like
something.
TNT Sports.
Aye,
He's gone to like Saudi.
be
one
in
of-
sports.
Be-
Sure,
Be in
that one,
sport.
the Indian one, is it?
John
Today
Watson
is
dead.
Liverpool versus Manchester United, and that's just after the public hangings in Qatar. Join us after the break when 7 men die. But who will win the big game, actually, which is more important today? Will Ten Hag pick Rashford? Oh, sorry for the noise. It's just been a public execution. You fucking turncoat. Oh, anyway, sorry. We're not live, are we?
I feel you're using this like the stuff you can't say on air.
This is all. This is
Catharsis.
This is like Andrew having a holiday wank. You know what I mean? This is
Holiday
like
wank.
you get back from being on holiday with your parents and you haven't had a wank, and all you have to do is flick it and it fucking coats the wall.
What?
What, do you ever like be?
What are you on about?
You know, if you ever went away on holiday with your parents when you were a
Right.
teenager,
Yeah.
well, you don't know how thin the walls are in a house like that, so maybe you save it up for
I
a
don't
week.
wank loud, do I?
Well,
Who wanks loud?
He's shouting.
I'm
Yeah,
it's
but
like a
you're
Slipknot.
I have a sudden
You know what I mean?
wank.
I stick on Wait and Bleed and then just fucking, you know. A southern,
What are you listening to? Just screaming.
Yeah. What's a southern wank?
That's a bit more aggressive, like. A bit more European Union.
To a county cock. There it
County
is.
Cork wanks, but like, Jesus.
That's funny. So what's that like though? Do you do a lot of self-editing or self-censor when you're on the radio? Is there
It's actually fine.
My question would be, are there jokes flying in your brain that you just have to filter?
Yeah, I'll give you an example. Today there was one. Conor Brennan's hosting the show now, and we were telling a joke, and we were doing something, and he was drinking a cup of coffee, and the coffee went up his nose because he laughed, and he went, "Oh my god, it's like I'm sniffing coffee," and I went, "Well, you could be sniffing," and I was just about in my comedy head, I was like, "Well, at least you're not sniffing cocaine."
Yeah.
But I obviously can't say that on the radio,
Yeah.
so what I went, "Well, you could have been sniffing another thing." Right, but everyone listening will know what I was thinking, but you just don't say it. Like there's certain things you
do you
can't.
know what I wonder
do you know
about
what I
that though. See
Could be sniffing another thing.
there's some of the things though that I go, like that for instance, or like more to do with the like the stuff you said there, because that was really funny by the way about the about like, you know, Will Ten Hag pick Rashford and all that, right?
Yeah.
These people have no hands, and so like Onana, but anyway, so it's like hey, and so I'm going like, see stuff like that though, I go, and I know you're, I'm not just talking about you here, I mean, and I know you're not going to sell on radio. What would happen if you did?
Okay.
And I don't mean like,
Yeah.
I don't mean that your bosses might go, you're a Walt, or you might get in trouble. I mean, what has
We
actually
played a
changed?
fuck out before. I'll tell you exactly what happened.
I mean,
What effect in the world?
I mean, what happens in the world? Because I think most people just go, that was funny.
Okay, so what happened was we once did something where we went away and we milked a cow. Right, we had to go. We went to a farm in North Belfast. We milked a cow as a dare.
A farm in North
Farm.
Belfast.
Well, there was a farm up there. Like, well, I don't know. It was northeast. I don't know where it was. It was up the road anyway. And we were milking the cows and we filmed it. And I said "fuck" in one of the videos.
Right.
So I was pulling the cow's tit. Right. Have you ever pulled a cow's tit? Very warm and gooey, like you know. And so we're pulling the tit and we're sticking the machine onto the tit. You know, in you go by.
Aye, because you need to start it up and then
But
put
you
the thing
kind
on
of
it.
feel the tit, you know, you feel it, give it a bit of a rub, you know, you kind of like be like, oh, it's good text, good milk in there. No doubt. And I'm thinking, is this cow a blue top or a red top or a green top milk cow? Do you know what I mean? Which cow is he? Is he semi-skimmed cow? Is he
Yeah,
full
yeah,
fat cow?
yeah.
Like, you don't know, right?
Yeah.
But I'm asking all these dumb questions, trying to just be funny. But at one point, the cow moved and his tail went into my face, and I thought he was going to shit on me. So I went, "Oh, fuck!"
Probably a woman,
Yeah.
that female cow, by the
Yeah.
way. But yeah.
But that cow
Otherwise, you weren't feeling a tit.
but that cow doesn't know I'm kind of into that. I'm into that, right? So the cow's tail, and I went, "Oh, fuck off!" Right? I kind of panicked. I was like, "Oh, fuck!" I said something like that, but. We got the videos back, and anyway, we played the videos out. We were so obsessed with the first bit, we never looked at the last 3 seconds.
Yeah.
We thought, we'll just press stop here. When the video was played out, we forgot. We were laughing as it was being played out. We actually forgot to press stop
Right. Okay.
at the right time, and a fuck went out on air.
Right.
So
On the radio or on the
live
podcast?
on the
Right.
school run.
Oh, right. Okay.
You don't want to swear in the school run.
But you're talking about the gooey tit.
Yeah, but it was phrased differently.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, it was, so we made sure. But anyway, so we just went. Oh, first of all, I just want to apologise. Very sorry about that. Look, as you know, and then I came up with this idea where I said, "Can I speak now?" So we did an advert, or so we did something. We just get out of it, like we did an advert, and the WhatsApps were coming in. Oh my God, this is so funny! Can't believe it, hilarious. The audience were on our side
Yeah.
because they knew it was a genuine.
Because it's
error.
real life.
So I came back in and I thought, here, this is what we do. So I said, let me just speak. And they're like, what are you going to do? I said, look, what you got to do is you got to diffuse. So I just said, like, as you all know, we played a video there and it had the F word in it. And I just want to apologise to every single person listening this morning. Obviously, that wasn't our intention for that to go out. We went out and had a lot of fun yesterday. And you all know when things like that happen, you can get a little bit carried away. But we know you are great listeners to the show, and we know you know our crack and our banter here, and you know that this isn't something that we would normally do. So we apologise. We're very, very sorry for it, but we know that you're sound listeners.
Yeah.
So we can all.
That's
just,
a good way of getting
we can
over
all,
like
we
a...
can all just ride the wave.
Yeah.
And take it as one of these things that happen. Didn't get one complaint.
See, but that's like getting over where there's actually like a mistake, say, right?
It's $5,000.
But see
if
if
there's
you,
an Ofcom.
but
It's
see if you,
$5,000 if there's
see if
an
you
Ofcom.
said the. Well, that is grim. But see if you. This is my question. See if you said, is that if there's an Ofcom complaint,
Yeah,
or
there
if
has to be-
that's
there
if
has
it's
to be-
upheld?
There has to be, I think, I don't know, is it a minimum of 3 Ofcoms?
All right.
Before it actually is like, but it's potentially $5,000. Like,
said
but what
fuck, I
you'll
don't
get
know.
is, but they only have like 7 days to put in the complaint, so you can't go back now and complain about it.
Yeah, but then
But-
see the.
But there's
what I was
jobs
saying
where it's
is
out
like-
there. There's jobs where it's out there. They don't get the $5,000, the
Yeah.
listener. Like the money goes to Ofcom, whatever. But there's people sitting out there and they'll be like, "Oh, they said fuck." Well,
Yeah, but like, see in an
That's
instance,
a
say
sad
for
way to
instance,
live,
like,
like.
where you didn't say fuck, but like, say you did that joke, the like of that guitar joke there, right?
yeah.
If you did that, no swearing, nothing
be-
bad.
Oh no.
But
we-
I'm saying, if any radio DJ said that, the way you did that was funny, and I go, what has happened in the world?
no, it's different regulated. See, this is your podcasting is more or less unregulated, right?
Yeah,
But with radio, you're bound by rules.
yeah, but like I know some of those rules, but I'm going. To me, there's nothing in the rules that if you actually.
Oh, I understand that. It's
There'd
about-
be
yeah.
like commercial. There'd be commercial
Yeah.
rules probably where like, you know, like
No, but there's
each
radio
radio
shows
station
for
goes,
there's
you're not
radio
allowed to say
stations-
that.
There's
you know?
radio stations, LBC and BBC 5 Live, for that discussion about the human rights issues in the Middle
Yeah.
East and all that kind of stuff.
But there's nowhere doing like jokes like that.
Yeah, but
That's why people are turning to podcasts.
yeah, I understand that. But I'm on a light entertainment commercial radio station, and we just go in and have light
Imagine how much more crack. If you, what I'm trying to get at is, if you said that on the radio,
Yeah.
I think that's great. But you can't.
What do you think the Q
But
stands
there's
for?
kids listening
What?
to me
What do you
anymore.
think the Q stands
But there's kids listening.
for? That's on the radio.
There's listening.
Yeah.
There's kids listening.
Fuck
No, I wouldn't do that.
no, I'm with you. So here, this is a great T-shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
So for people that don't know, Connor and I went to school together. You're below me in school.
Yeah. You haven't
Aquinas.
changed much.
I haven't. I'm still a dickhead. Like, you know what I mean? I,
What
still,
school
you
did
don't
you?
have
What
wee
school did you?
spikes.
I know. I don't have
What
spikes.
school did you go to?
St Thomas Aquinas, Diocesan Grammar
The
School.
Diocesan
Is
Grammar.
that in Lisbon?
Veratus.
No,
Veratus.
Ravenhill Road.
Oh, you from Ravenhill Road?
No, I'm from
Where am I?
Where are
Blacks
you
Road.
from?
Ormoe direction. It's not too,
Same
not too
fucking
far.
thing, innit?
Well, family's west. Like
Did
as
you
well,
down there to school?
Sometimes, yeah.
Did you get?
I
Did
lived
you
in
get?
Fort Winds too, so
Oh,
I did get. I used to live in Finnegan. I got the bus from
oh,
there.
I
Like,
thought you got Arbor.
yeah.
Were you mates?
Yeah, I'd say,
Even though you
especially
were a year
towards the end
below
of
you,
school.
like.
Yeah,
You know,
I had a
how
lot.
did you get to
I had
become
a good
mates
few
if you're a
mates.
year below, like?
Because there was
Sixth form study.
sixth
Kind of
form.
mingled,
You know.
Yeah,
all together,
plus
nothing
like
you know.
a lot of the lads that got the guys that I was friends with on my bus were the year below me, most of them. Because you're just getting the bus home, so you're
I'm not
mates.
saying any names. Like,
Oh, sound lads though. Funny. Like, man, so much shit that happened, like, on that bus. Like,
it's ridiculous.
our bus was...
Your
Our bus was good crack,
from
wasn't
the
it?
west, like from
West
Poglass
Bus,
and
like.
Twinbrook and all. And fuck me, mad bastards.
Yeah, what, there were
Every
mad.
morning was the bus.
It's like a prison bus.
That's brilliant.
It's insanity, like.
Oh, that's brilliant, yeah. Our bus was good, though. I loved that, like. Do you know it was so shit? Remember, do you know that at the school now the buses pick them up in that big turning circle?
Did it?
Yeah, do you remember we used to have to
Yeah.
walk down the lane to get ours?
Yeah.
Fuckers, like. They got some steps out of me that I'm not over, like.
Jeez.
No, but I mean, there was times where, like, say if you were at the far end of school and maybe a teacher's doing anything where they're giving out homework last minute and you're fucking, I need to give them a bus, you fucking
Spread them.
slut.
Right.
And then you get out, and then you get out, and then you get out, and maybe that bus, you see, nothing worse than being from West Belfast and seeing your bus home that's going to drop you on Blacks Road,
ages ago.
pulling away.
Yep.
Because that's 2 buses home now, like,
Yep.
shite. Absolute. And you're not getting home until after 5. Shite.
It's a long way, like, to get to West Belfast. 2
It-
buses again.
It is, mate, here, 2 buses. I was up from fucking 7 o'clock that day. Like, say if that happened, that's
That's
the
what you used
worst.
to get up really early.
That is...
Wow.
I did. I used to be up at 6:45 every morning for school.
Was it a
I hated
religious school?
Yeah.
I went to the Christian Brothers.
It was a big Teggy school, like, yeah. Wasn't it? Our school was pretty Teggy.
We had a chapel and a
Tiggy.
priest.
What's Tiggy?
Yeah, yeah.
It's Tiggy.
Teggy. Oh,
Irish.
Catholic, yeah.
Oh, sorry, Tig.
No, yeah, they would have, yeah, because they would have, yeah, with a priest and a chaplaincy, and there was
Latin motto.
the Latin motto, the
Veritas
Christ-
Liberabit.
Veritas Liberabit, and like the Thomas Aquinas symbol and the keys of the kingdom and all that, like. And then there was the,
Funded by the Catholic Church. As
Ah,
well,
they
the
loved it.
school.
and
£3
then
million.
oh, they loved it. And then there was the what do you call it as well? Wasn't there the prayers and whatnot in random classes, not just like RE or anything.
Yeah.
Just be like sitting down to do a bit of history.
We
Drop
get-
a Hail Mary here before we get going.
Guest speakers after. To the
Dan's
assembly.
face. Dan, here was Dan there. Yeah, I would remember. Oh yeah, like
It was always Jarlath Burns. He loved it. Fucking a Gaelic player. We've got Jarlath coming on to say a few words every other week.
He was in a lot. He did it for. He's
Armagh,
Armagh. Armagh,
was
wasn't
he?
it?
Yeah, Armagh, sorry.
I think he was related to the priest. You see, yeah, that's very funny. But Jarlath Burns, I forgot about that. He loved it.
Where do priests? What do priests do when they retire? Do they ever like where do they go?
Big.
What do you mean? Where do they go?
Like they must.
You can live the sometimes they live in a seminary or they'll put them just in like they'll stay in the parish house they were last
they
time.
just, just stay there till they die. That's kind of tough,
They don't
isn't it?
really retire that much though. Like a lot of them will still be doing stuff until they're
Do you remember
older than retirement age. Like
Father Ted, the old folks home for priests, remember? Hairy hands,
Oh yeah.
St. Claberts.
It just seems like a very. I mean, to have a vocation like that, you got to respect people who follow that pathway, but it seems quite lonely.
probably is really lonely. I mean, I would also
It's
think
just you and God, isn't it?
you're never lonely then.
The
yeah.
nuns,
Well, then
I'd say the nuns, I'd
nuns.
say are good crack.
housekeepers and all.
I don't think nuns are good
I'd say
crack.
nuns are good
I've
crack.
never met a good crack nun.
The white
Hey.
nun. in
Who's the white
Belfast.
nun?
You not seen her?
Oh, I don't
No,
TikTok.
who's
Yeah,
that?
she's a lunatic.
Anna Christian.
No, I don't
She
know.
changed her name to Anna Christian. She's if you come
Is she a
on.
real nun?
No, the one that does all this exorcism stuff in the middle of town. She's always like walking around singing.
No,
you
she
need
doesn't.
to actually.
She doesn't sound like a real nun, by the way.
She's
Just
not.
you
She
know,
got banned from Clonard.
Sounds to me that she has a few health
banned
issues.
from Clonard.
She was. She was like doing a worm on the altar and all.
I imagine she's got a few health issues.
Probably, yeah.
aye.
I would say so.
The white nun, they call her.
Yeah, she changed her name by deed poll though. to
Sure, God will
Anna
sort
Christian.
that out.
Anna Christian.
You've seen her though. Like she's
Oh,
pretty famous.
fucking, she's well famous. Like she's probably, do you know what she'd be doing TikTok ads now for fucking trips to Jerusalem now and everything. Like,
She is doing that, or she should be? Did
you
you
know what I
say?
mean? She'd be like, do you wanna go where the Old Testament is? Hashtag follow this fucking link.
Today's episode sponsored by the Book of Job.
Where do you see her profile video here? Was it? I'll show you.
Everyone's seen her. Like
Anna.
she's quite unhinged, I think.
I think so.
Or or she's a really good drama student.
Bless the Lord's ministry using PayPal or Halifax.
Or it's a con, like, or she's an actress or something.
Oh, nun.
Conspiracy, man.
That's mad.
That's none of your business. So.
Brilliant, innit?
Where does she fit
She's giving nuns a bad. She's a rogue nun, mate.
Where does she fit into the history of Belfast? Like, there's a history of people screaming Christian stuff in Belfast,
It's
isn't it?
all around the same area. Isn't
Yeah,
it? It's
in
all
that-
around McDonald's.
Round McDonald's and then down round.
I don't think you're finding the most Christian people in McDonald's. Like,
Is that not the bread of life in there, Andrew? No,
we're
like
going in there as well.
the long life bread of life.
what are we doing after 11:30 mass? I know, fucking, I need a Happy Meal.
Oh, see here. You might as well get up and do 9:30 mass and get yourself a McMuffin. Like, do you know what I mean?
It's true.
On the way home.
Do you know, you go for bread at mass. They go, do you go up to take bread? No, I've got breakfast coming.
Yeah, I'm all
Hash
right.
brown.
Yeah.
I used to be an altar boy, and I hated it.
Were you good at it?
Oh no, the canon. The Canon O'Brien was his name. He shouted at me one day and I told him to fuck off.
Mate, see if you told the priest to fuck off, like
Oh, mate.
in my
I'll tell you what
day.
happened. I'll tell you what happened.
That have been doing.
I tell you
exorcism
how,
on
Easter Sunday, it's like the Champions League final for religion, right?
Did you just go here, fuck off, or did you be
No,
like?
no,
or were
we
you
did a
like,
rehearsal for
"Fuck
Easter
off,"
Sunday.
you
Easter
know, give
Sunday,
him like
Easter
a Satan voice.
Easter Sunday is a big gig.
Easter Sunday is a big gig.
It's a big gig
that is
in the
FA
world
Cup
of
final, like,
Catholicism, right? So Easter Sunday, you have a Holy Thursday, you have Ash Wednesday, Holy Thursday, Good Friday.
Weddings are like corporates, you know what I mean? Because you might get a tenner.
Yeah. You got Ash
Comedian
Wednesday,
joke.
you've Ash Wednesday, Holy Thursday, Good Friday, Easter Saturday, Easter Sunday, Bank Holiday Monday,
Yeah.
right? Easter Sunday Mass, 12 o'clock. It's the it's like refereeing a World Cup final.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the pinnacle of your thing, right? We're doing the walls, and I'm carrying Jesus on the cross. I'm holding the big cross now, right? Big fucking heavy cross, like. And I'm dressed in my white robe and my little red belt, and I'm there with 2 other altar boys to one side and 2 other lads on the other side, right? Good team now, right? And we're going. But as he's going through Jesus' resurrection in the bit of the mass, apparently the cross has to be faced to a certain part of the church to match up with another cross. But I got mixed up, and I went the other way.
Right.
And I faced the Virgin Mary or something. I don't know what was going on. But as I'm doing it, somebody in the crowd says, "You need to turn around." And I went, "Nah, you're grand." So I just stood there, right? So we finished the mass. I ring the bell, Lamb of God, all that kind of stuff, right? Finish that. I go back in, getting deep, getting.
Do you know what's funny? When you summarize mass this way, it sounds even more mental.
Yeah.
You know, I ring the bell, Lamb of God, turn around, right?
Yeah. I go back into the changing room. De-robe.
Sacristy, as it's known. Go
Right.
ahead.
Shin pads off.
De-robe. Right.
Very good.
Bit of protein. Bit of feast. Gotta go and do my drug test. Right. Canon comes in. What was that? What was that? I goes, what? He goes, you weren't facing, the crucifix wasn't facing the, whatever, I can't remember what he said. The crucifix wasn't facing Jesus.
Like
And
Fergie.
I was like, mate, like, I'm 12.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I haven't got this fucking nailed yet. Like, you put me in a very difficult situation to lead the ceremony as an
Also,
altar
if it's
boy,
that much of a big deal, why doesn't he say something? Not going, Andrew, turn around, but if he goes, and now Andrew's going to turn around
Yeah.
and face the thing
Make
because
a
of
joke.
this.
Yeah.
That's the way you handle that. Like,
So I was like, yeah, okay.
Father Twank.
Yeah. There you go.
I'm available for weddings and funerals.
Yeah, he's come back from the dead, like.
And then you
So he's happy. He's come back from the dead. He's happy. He's not going to get upset with me, like.
He faces his mother. At that point,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah, like.
If anything,
Yeah.
he should be more fucked off at
Yeah.
Judas. You
So
know what I mean?
anyway, I got
Give him
changed.
the worst weekend of his life, you know?
I got changed. I got changed. My mother was waiting for me outside. I was upset, and then I was walking out. I was like, oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
And like
I did it a few times.
and I never ever went back.
Did you ever do
They
it
say
at
never
school?
go back.
Did you ever do a mass at school? Did you ever do the altar stuff
No,
at school?
no, fuck.
I did that a couple of times quite early on. First, second year I would have done that.
Do you know you were talking about the wee bell?
Yeah.
The ring? I was told that was God doing that.
No, it's you, mate.
I know. Yeah,
I
no.
was a stupid child.
No,
like,
it's us, mate.
It's
I
God.
was like,
God
I
rings the
know.
bell.
fucking
Definitely not that guy over there
so,
with a bell.
so
going,
disappointed. But it was like they were sort of like a wee bit behind the altar, so you couldn't really see them.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yeah.
thought it was God.
But
Uh,
like, if you, when you
Lost
were
my faith after that.
when you were like do you ever do altar boy?
No.
No. When you do an altar boy, you get double up on a Saturday. You know, you might get double gig, like,
Mm.
because they might want a christening in the afternoon. You come in and do 6:30 and 8:30 mass. Yeah, what are you doing today? Tripling up. You know, when you're a comedian, you go, I'm doubling in London tonight. I'm tripling
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the church. Like
Funeral later.
they're on good money. These priests, like
Oh, why?
they're on good money.
I
like.
couldn't believe some of the stuff that was said.
And
to
you know
me.
what? When they whip that collar off, they're spending.
Do you know what it is? It's this is the thing that I don't like. This is the thing that I don't like.
They're spending. like.
Vegas.
The thing that I don't like is it's good to donate something, and you go, okay, no problem, and they go £100, and you go, oh, you're telling me what I have to donate? That's a charge.
It's also good not to touch boys.
Yep. Well, it is.
So,
Don't touch it. Don't
yin
touch
and yang
anybody,
there.
and you know what I mean.
bit of yin and yang there.
Yeah.
Did I hear to do card readers now in mass?
Yep.
Is that actually true?
Now I know that because other people have said,
Yeah.
and like people I know have been.
Do you know what's going to happen?
and
Every
haven't
time you get a piece of bread, there's be a barcode on it.
been. Do you know?
If you go up to get your bread, you just scan your phone against the robe of the priest, and PayPal comes up.
And
The
do you ever-
picture of Jesus going, "Thank you."
soon
Christ
it's
again.
gonna be for any prayer. It's gonna be like a what do you call it? You know, like the Tesco scanning shop thing.
Yeah.
Just as you go through the mass, you scan different parts of
QR
the
code
leaflet.
and
Yeah.
the pamphlet.
Yeah.
They should start selling season tickets.
They sort of did do that in the 90s.
Get
if you
your own
remember
season
where-
ticket at
Remember they
mass.
would
Like
come around with the
Ryanair.
coloured envelopes. Just remember this? The coloured envelopes that were suggested for you to put.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah,
if you
yeah,
put
I
mo-
remember that, yeah.
If you put money, this is something weird, isn't it? If you put money into a collection, this is something to do with. This is something to do with like some tax break that they can claim as well. Or if you put money in the collection, so they're a church, so they don't pay tax.
Mm-hmm.
There's something about this. If you put money into the envelope, it's better for them because they can. There's some bit.
So I don't really think the Catholic Church are following a lot of rules.
No, I read an amazing book about how they're not doing that,
Yeah.
and it was all about like there was mad stuff happening. Like it was all to do with the restructuring of the Curia, which is like the fucking like the administration of the church, but it was under the current pope, but it was like to do with like years and years of it just not being looked at, not being touched, ironically. But it was like it was like there were cardinals doing things that were pretty fucking grim, and things. So there's a thing called the Peter's Pence collection, which is like a collection in the Catholic Church all over the world on one weekend, right?
Right.
So like it raises a good few £1 million, and that is literally supposed to be for the poorest people in the world are supposed to receive money from that, and it was
Calling
just
the Bishop Brennan.
it was just being absorbed into the church. They couldn't prove where it was going.
It's not the worst thing they've done though.
No, there was lots of like where there was lots of that shit
The
going on.
Borgias and stuff.
But there was stuff going on though where like there was a thing where some cardinal wanted a better apartment, and when the cardinal living above him died, he sort of did a weekend at Bernie's, didn't really tell anybody until after he'd already redecorated up there and made his into a duplex, so made it all look like one apartment that they were sharing, and then was like, I can't stay. I'm not saying that's a thing that happened, by the way. Like and in your lifetime, that happened about 10 years ago.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking mad.
Wasn't he an Italian cardinal?
I think he was, yeah. And there was
Fucking
one.
dirty Italian priests. Man.
That's it. Like they love it.
They love a bit of fuck.
Two foot in it, and then 2 foot you, and then they get up going like that.
I can just imagine
You
like a
know-
Berlusconi type cardinal. You know?
There was one.
Oh
There was
my
another one. There was one that I read about, who was like a famous bathhouse regular in Rome
Sure,
as
they
well.
all are.
Yeah,
They're all at it.
he loved that. Like, and then there's the ones that had like relationships with nuns and children and all mental. I mean, relationship with nuns.
Well, you
and
went
had
to Christian
children.
Brothers.
Let's talk about something else.
Bad bastards, like.
We didn't have any.
We're
I have to slip.
yeah, we're just about to wrap as
All
well.
right.
Is there anything that you'd like to plug? Thanks for stepping in today as well.
Yeah, I'm doing a Cork and the North live podcast on Sunday the 10th of December at the Duncairn at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You did it last time.
That's a great time. You should definitely go to that. We had a great time
3
last
to
time.
5. 3 to 5.
That's a lot. Do you know what? Do you know what I really like about that? That's a non-traditional time to do a gig like that.
Yeah.
It's fucking lovely. We did it. You go over, you have coffee, maybe a wee drink, wee bun or something. Go to Turkey's, and then you get like you still have the rest of your day. You're not going, Alex,
You don't have to get
I'm out of the
taxis.
weekend.
Yeah,
It's
you,
lovely.
You don't hangovers.
Okay.
It's great.
Come and watch a show in a Sunday afternoon. What else
great.
are you doing on Sunday afternoon? Come out and have a bit of a laugh.
It's a really nice place
And
as
it's,
well. over there.
we've
Sounds
sold
good.
about 65% of the tickets so
Nice.
far. We only announced it last weekend.
It's great.
So we're hoping we'd love to fill it up again.
Lethal. What about yourself, Connor?
just the tours and stuff at the minute.
Yeah, so you're doing these like historical tours around Belfast.
And a Guinness tour as well.
What's the Guinness one?
Go to like 4 different bars, do a history tour in between the bars, talk about the bars when we get there, to the history and stuff, and then have a pint night.
What bars do you? Are they different?
There's a
or-
mix.
Right. Okay.
You know, mixed up a wee bit.
Give me a good historical bar in Belfast.
A good historical bar in Belfast. Kelly Cellars, obviously, one.
Yeah.
Because it's the oldest bar in Belfast, 1720.
Is it older than White's?
White's is the building that exists now is only built in the 1800s
All right. Okay.
because it's burnt down.
Right. Okay. I didn't
So
know.
that was like the original one was like 1630.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's the oldest building in Belfast. Do you know that?
You ought to say.
Yeah. Yeah. What oldest building in Belfast? Give me an area, and I'll see if I can get there.
Custom House Square, around there.
It's a bank, is it?
No.
Irish News.
No.
Custom House Square. I'm trying to think of something that looks old as fuck down there. Does it even look
So you
old?
don't
The
drink, do you?
courthouse.
No.
No.
Is it fucking McHugh's?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. The left one, the white building.
Is that the pub?
Oh wow.
The pub, yeah.
It's always a pub. It's always
Well-
a fucking. What were they doing back then?
That's where I
like?
started my comedy career, guys.
What were they doing back then?
the
Other
In the
than
basement.
drinking?
basement, yeah. It's all come full circle.
Well, it wasn't always a pub, it was a brothel too.
That's where I started
'Cause the
my
sailors.
my career.
In a brothel.
Yeah.
Do you ever go in there? There's a naked man hanging upside down from chandelier.
Massage
Not a real
in a
naked man.
brothel. I just sing that sometimes now.
Have you seen that before? No, when you
No.
walked inside,
No,
wooden carving of a naked man hanging from the rafters.
that's weird.
It's a brothel madam's son. Because apparently she, when it was his birthday, and when he was coming of age, she bought him like
Prostitute.
a prostitute, sex worker.
That's
Sex
a good
workers.
mother.
You know,
Prostitute back then.
16,
Yeah, yeah.
16 years old or something like that, and he went in, and apparently after he'd done the deed, he came out and he was so happy he was hanging from the rafters. So they put a naked man hanging from the rafters,
Jesus Christ.
and there's like bronze arses in the windows and all that out there.
What's it called?
McHugh's.
Cues. It's not
Or
brothel
bronze
anymore, like.
arses covering naked
Genuinely
hanging man.
true. You
Is
go
it
into
open 7
McHugh's,
days a week, is it?
it is happy
What
hour-
time's it open
happy
at?
hour Friday.
Well, is there a website where people can book the tours or somewhere? What's the best way to book them?
On Instagram at Document Belfast and TikTok, there's a link tree, and then you can just do it that way.
Yeah,
For the
I've
full
seen your
way.
stuff, man.
Good,
It's very
good.
good.
Thank you. Appreciate
Well,
it.
thanks for coming in today, guys, and thank you for joining us. I will be here in the next one. These buns won't survive. See you later. Bye.
Oh, love.